through. Come in.
Captain Anders, did you see the front page of this morning's paper?
Yes, I have a copy of it right here in my desk.
Well, aren't you concerned?
Well, what?
Aren't you forgetting that you're responsible for Lawson being put away in the first place? That it was you who led the raid when he was captured?
Yes, Higginbottom, I remember that very well.
Then you must also remember that on the day that he was sentenced, he swore that when he was released, he was going to get you.
Higginbottom, that was 10 years ago. A man changes in 10 years.
Yes, sir, the man does, but not Lawson. He's a vicious animal, a killer.
Higginbottom, I have a lot of faith in the penal system in this state. In fact, I'm sure they've done an excellent job of rehabilitating Lawson.
Begging your pardon, sir, but I've already checked his prison record. There is no indication that Lawson has turned out for the better.
How can you say that, Higginbottom? He was a model prisoner the first 2 years. He was in the penitentiary, and so much so that they put him in the library to go to work.
Because he wanted to do research. He devoured every book he could get his hands on how to build that bomb.
What bomb?
The bomb he blew the library up with. Then he tried to escape, and he would have if the guards hadn't shot him down while he was trying to climb the east wall.
Yes, I remember now. But the next 2 years, they had no trouble with him at all.
That's because he was in a coma. But the day he came out of that coma, he tried to choke the doctor to death, forcing Warden Shelby to take drastic action.
He had him put in solitary.
He put him back in a coma.
Oh, yes, I remember that now. It caused quite a public outrage and put the governor under a great deal of pressure. In fact, he fired Warden Shelby, and then he promoted him to superintendent of state hospitals.
Captain, did you read this morning's newspaper?
Yes, Higginbottom and I have just been discussing it.
So what are you going to do about it?
I'm not going to do anything about it.
That's a good idea, Captain. You just play it calm and cool, and we'll set the trap.
What trap?
The trap to capture Killer Lawson.
Listen, Lawson's out of prison. He paid his debt to society. We have no right to harass him.
Besides, he hasn't done anything.
But when he does, we want to be ready. Now, here's the plan. We know that Lawson is shrewd and calculating, and we know that he's out to get the captain. So, what we have to do is to prevent him from getting through, which means that we have to guard the captain around the clock. Sir, that means that wherever you go and whatever you do from now on, George and I will be with you.
24 hours a day, around the clock.
For how long?
Days, weeks, months.
Frankly, I hope Lawson gets through. Gentlemen, I appreciate your concern for my life. In fact, I'm very touched by it. But the fact that Killer Lawson made a threat on my life 10 years ago was made in anger. Therefore, it's no longer valid. It's no concern to us whatsoever. Believe me, gentlemen, my life is in no danger whatsoever.
Captain, would you mind repeating that last line? I couldn't hear it because of all the noise.
Get out of my way.
Just trying to protect your life, Captain.
Well, walk a little fast. I got a lot of work to get done today.
Take it back.
All clear.
Higginbottom, will you put that thing away?
Yes, sir. Captain, guess what? I have a complete report on the full description of every vehicle that was parked in front of your office window yesterday at the exact moment the attempt on your life was being made.
All right, bring in the report.
Yes, sir.
Captain, I want you to go on reading your mail just like nothing is happening. I'm going to count to 3. When I count to 3, hit the floor and hit it fast.
What is it?
Don't ask any questions. Just do as I tell you. When I count to 3, hit the floor. 1, 2, 3.
What is it? What happened?
Somebody at the window.
Huh?
I think we got him.
Oh, I hope not. That was the man that was fixing the window. Mr. Taylor, are you all right?
Yeah, but you're going to need a new window.
Yeah, well, that's all right, Captain. It won't take long. He's right there.
Higginbottom!
Yes, sir.
Read the report.
At the exact time of the shooting, there were 7 vehicles parked in the immediate area outside the captain's office window. 6 of the vehicles were unoccupied. However, the 7th vehicle, a station wagon, was occupied by 5 people at the time.
Did anybody get a description of the occupants?
Oh, yes. Lieutenant Appleton was going out at that very moment, and he got a very good look at the occupants.
Let's put out an APB and bring him in for questioning.
The station wagon was occupied by a priest and 4 nuns.
Forget the nuns. Bring in the priest.
What do you want to question the priest for?
Because, George, it's very possible that Lawson could have disguised himself as a priest.
Then how do you explain the 4 nuns?
How do I explain the 4 nuns? Lawson was with them, not me. Let him explain them.
All right, Higginbottom, put away the report. Excuse me, Crook and Robinson, I have work to do.
Oh, go right ahead, Captain. Don't let us bother you.
How do you expect me to work with the two of you staring at me?
Captain Andrews' office. Oh. Yes. Very good. I'll tell him right away. One of our units just picked up Killer Lawson. He was parked in a car across the street from your house.
Good. Have him brought in for questioning right away.
They're bringing him over now.
All right, Crook, Robinson. While I'm questioning Larson, you find out where he lives.
I already have that information. Lawson's girlfriend lives in a houseboat at the end of Pier 13. Lawson is staying there with her.
Very good, Higginbottom. All right, you two get a search warrant, get down to that houseboat, find the submachine gun that Larson used in the attempt on my life.
We're on the way.
Now, it doesn't take brilliant police work on my part, Larson, to know that it was you who fired that submachine gun through that window yesterday. Prove it. We're in the midst of doing that right now.
Captain, could I see you for a moment, please?
Not now, Higginbottom.
Sir, it's very important. It has to do with,
Okay, Larson, I'll be right back. What is it?
Good news, sir. Crook and Robinson found the submachine gun. It was hidden on Lawson's girlfriend's houseboat.
When was this?
Just a few minutes ago. They called from the boat. They're bringing the gun over now.
Oh, as soon as they bring it in, check it for fingerprints.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you look like you just got some good news, Captain.
Good for me, Larson, but not so good for you. Two of my men just conducted a search of your girlfriend's houseboat, and they came up with the machine gun that you used yesterday. They're bringing it in here and checking it for fingerprints. And when they do, you've had it, Larson.
Oh, you think so, huh?
I not only think so, I know so. You're going right back where you came from.
Well, the only way I'm going back is over your dead body. I've been waiting 10 years to get you, Captain, and so help me, I'll get you.
You think you're going to get me, but you're not going to get me, because as of this moment, I'm holding you on suspicion of attempted murder.
May I see you a minute, Captain?
Now, Higginbottom.
It has to do with what I told you before.
All right. Sit down, Larson. Talk to you later. What is it now, Higginbottom?
They lost the gun.
They what?
They lost the gun.
I heard you the first time. How could they lose the gun? They found it. They were bringing it in. How could they lose it?
Sergeant Crook was carrying the gun. As he's leaving the houseboat, he slips and falls on the wet deck. The gun goes off, firing off a round of bullets. The bullets hit a fuel tank on a ferry boat that's leaving it slip, and the ferry boat sinks.
They sank a ferry.
Fortunately, everyone was saved, but the ferry boat actually sank with 26 cars on it.
But how did they lose the gun?
Within moments, the Coast Guard came. Crook panics and throws the gun overboard.
The second those two come in here, you bring them right into me.
The shore patrol is bringing them over now.
Come on. You can go, Larson.
I thought you was going to hold me.
I changed my mind.
Oh. Something come up, huh?
Something went down.
I'll be seeing you, Captain. Very soon.
They sank a ferry.
Yes, sir.
Higginbottom, would you come in here a minute, please?
Be right there, sir.
Higginbottom, did I hear you mention last week that your wife and son are going down south to visit her parents?
That is correct, sir. They will be gone for 2 weeks, sir.
I take it you'll be alone.
That's right, sir.
How would you like some company while your wife's away?
Oh. Well, that's very nice of you, sir, but I don't do those kind of things. If my wife ever found out, she'd kill me.
I didn't mean it that way, Higginbottom. I was referring to my moving in with you.
Oh. You, sir?
Yes, me, sir. Larson has made a threat on my life. I'm going to set a trap for him.
What is that, sir?
I'm going to move into your house, and then I'm going to let word leak out as to where I'm staying. Larson will assume that I think I'm safe there. Then he'll try to make good his threat. That's when we nab him.
That's a very good plan, sir. And I think you'll be very happy at my house. I'm an excellent cook.
Higginbottom, I didn't want you to cook.
Oh, no, it's no trouble at all. I have to cook for myself anyway. Tonight I'm preparing beef Wellington with artichoke hearts. I think you'll be very happy with that, sir.
Beef Wellington. Well, Higginbottom, I didn't realize that you were that kind of a cook.
Oh, I'm an excellent cook, sir. Ask my wife. I'm so good that she insists I do the cooking every night.
All right, this is the way we'll proceed. I'll leave the precinct after dark. Instead of going home, I'll come right to your house.
Please be prompt. I serve sharply at 7:15. Captain Andrews' office. Oh, yes, I'll get him. It's the commissioner. I've never heard him so furious. He's up in arms about Crook and Robinson sinking that ferry boat.
How did he find out about it so quickly?
He was on it.
Come in.
Excuse me, Captain Andrews. Have you got a minute?
What is it you want, Freddie? Oh, excuse me a minute. Captain Andrews speaking. Uh-huh. And he won't divulge any of this information to anyone but me, Higginbottom. Well, listen, I was about to leave my office, and I have to stop by my house and pick some things up, so I should be at your place in about 40 minutes. Right. Well, what did you want to see me about, Freddie?
I got a problem, Captain, and I was wondering if you could give me a little advice.
What's your problem?
There were 2 robberies today, one at the State Trust Company where a guy got away with over $200,000, and another one at the post office.
Freddie, I'm very well aware of those robberies.
And you know that both robberies took place at the exact same time. That's my problem.
What's your problem?
I don't know which one to confess to. Obviously, I can't confess to both of them. That looked like some kind of a mess.
Right, you sure would. Well, tell me, Freddie, which was the bigger robbery?
The one at the State Trust was much bigger than the post office heist. But the post office heist was much more carefully planned, brilliant execution of a robbery.
Oh, Freddie, but I think you're going to have to make a decision that a lot of us have to make in today's society, and that's, do you want the money or the critical acclaim?
Yeah, I guess that's about it.
Well, which do you want?
Well, when you really get down to it, I don't think money makes a person happy. I'll take the critical acclaim.
That's a very wise choice.
Thank you very much for your advice, Captain. I appreciate that.
Well, that's quite all right. I think nothing.
Hey, fellas, get a stenographer. I'm confessing to the post office heist.
Captain Andrews speaking. No, now, the commissioner, yes, right up, sir. George, what are you doing here?
Well, I just thought I'd finish up this report before I went on suspension.
George, would you do me a favor?
Sure.
Well, good. I'm going to have to spend a few days at Higginbottom's house for security reasons, and I was going to go by my house and pick up a few things, but then Commissioner called me, and I have to go up to his office. Would you mind going by my house, pick up my valise, my wife will have it all ready for you, and then take it over to Higginbottom's house?
Sure. Yeah. I'll be through here in 10 minutes.
I'm sorry I'm late, Higginbottom. What's going on?
Captain, I guess you're wondering why we're all gathered here like this.
No, I'm just wondering why you're standing in single file. Is this some kind of a party?
Yeah, a farewell party for you.
For me? You
Get in here. Get in here.
Into the living room. Move.
We're never all going to fit on the couch. That was his last bullet. Make that next to last.
Hey, that's his last bullet. Let's rush him.
That was my last bullet, but I got another gun. All right, everybody, get up. Into the middle of the room. Get up. All right, Captain Andrews. You're the guest of honor. You're first. Remember, if the gun goes off and somebody gets it, I did it.
Gentlemen, I owe you my life.
Oh, that's nothing.
You not only saved my life, but you caught Killer Larson in an act of attempted murder, so you're off suspension and reassigned to duty.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, if you're not doing anything tonight, I still have that beef Wellington.
Oh, thank you, Higginbottom, but I think it's safe for me to go home tonight.
If you fellas would like to come over for dinner tonight,
What are you having?
beef Wellington, hearts of artichoke, and a chocolate mousse like nobody can make it.
Hey, that sounds pretty good. You want to go?
Well, it depends
On what?
on how much he charges for a meal like that.
Captain Andrews' office. What? When did this happen?
What is it, Higginbottom?
During Killer Larson's arraignment, he grabbed the gun of one of the guards and escaped from the county courthouse. He was apprehended 15 minutes ago.
Higginbottom, when you're through with that call, order me a new window.